who just joining us. NKOTB, yep. My name's Michelle. I'm a professional makeup artist in Orange County, California. And I do makeup for weddings, photo shoots, or any type of occasion you can think of. I love teaching Smokey just because most people don't know how to do it. Don't know how to do it properly. Or come to me and say, well, I tried it. It looks like I have a black eye or my color got all over the place. So I'm going to show you easy way to do so. So I'm going to grab my 4 required brushes for Smokey. And I'm going to tell you which each one does. Smokey good for every day rather than going out at night. Okay, I will do that because that's what I prefer. When I tell people Smokey, I really stress that, hey, you can use brown, you can use plum. It doesn't always mean black. You can even use navy and it looks really good too. Or you can do like kind of an ombre effect with different colors. I mean, you know, you can go crazy or you can just use like a couple different colors. So the first thing you need is this blending brush. It's fluffy and it's soft, natural bristles. For anything powder, we want to use soft, natural bristles. I've seen brushes in the store that are cheaper that are synthetic bristles, but they still look fluffy like this. I don't like those. Personally, like I've tried it and they just don't work as well as these. The hair that they use, it ranges from, most of the time it's sable. And for some like specialized brushes, it might be goat or a pony or something else. I've got my Pure Minerals Soul Mats. Hi, B. Okay, so I'm going to grab my lightest color. And with this, I'm going to go all over my eyelid with the blending brush. By all over, I mean lash line to brows. So I already did my brows today, since I'm going to try to stick with just the eyes. So we'll go all over the lid with the blending brush. This is like a fluffy, it's kind of slanted, and you can see it fits right here. So the shape of your brushes is going to clue you in on how to use it. The next thing, and this is a brush everyone should have, this is a crease brush. So if you absolutely have 0 time in the morning, this is the quickest, easiest thing you're going to do. Do that all over color. Then I'm going to shade in my crease. Hi, Olivia. Okay, so I like this mauve color here that has a little bit of plum. And I kind of like this color on everyone. It's pretty neutral. Take the tip of your crease brush, raise your eyebrows, and feel where your orbital bone is. That's right here. Hi, Nanette Studio. Thank you for joining us. So you're going to put the very tip of your brush in there, and then it will move back and forth easily like a windshield wiper along the crease. What I'm doing, I'm contouring the crease of my eye. I'm adding a shadow so that now I'm adding a bit of a recess in my eye. And this works for most people. I have almond-shaped eyes. So there's different like techniques that you would use to accentuate different parts of your eye. But everyone has the crease and the orbital bone. Not everyone has double eyelids, but everybody has the orbital bone. If you don't have double eyelids, be very careful doing this because you might end up making your eyes look kind of like with this color, kind of what's the word? Kind of tired, because not everybody has like that eyelid space and that little space in there to contour. I wish I had an example, like, you know, some Asian girls don't have the double eyelid, so that's a little trickier. But if you do, this is what you're going to do. Now, if you absolutely have no time for anything else, like, you can stop here with your shadow. And that just gives you, so now my eyeballs pop a little more because this part is recessed. Okay, so that was the crease brush. So that's a very important brush to have, and it's also the easiest to use. So windshield wiper, back and forth. And don't be like, when I'm teaching people, I see a lot of people like doing this and be very gentle. You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to bruise yourself. Just like go for it. Go for it and put that makeup on. This is an eyeshadow brush, also natural bristles. And let me show you, this fits right on your eyelid. It's perfect. The point of that goes right into your crease where we just did the contour. And you kind of, this flat brush you place like this. That's how you're gonna do the color. I see people doing this. No, it's not like you're painting. You're just placing the color just like that. So let the shape of the brush cue you into what you're going to do. So since we're doing a smoky, I want to take this, it's kind of a brownish color here. It's like brownish plum. It's like an overripe plum. And I'm going to take that color and go all over my lid. And place that color so you can see where I'm depositing the color. And when you place the color, when you press it, it deposits differently than if you're trying to actually brush it on. Now, so now that I've done that, okay, so you can see how that's shaded. I'm gonna go back and grab this brush here. You wear makeup on your pimples, that's good. Guys need makeup too. I do work on guys, like models and, you're welcome. Grooms, like, hey, if your face is shiny and you've got blue under your eyes, I can fix that. It's not uncommon. Okay, so you see that nice effect we have. You can stop here, but I'm gonna go one step further. But if you are gonna stop here, the way I would finish this look with the shadow is take my brush, my fourth brush, and this is it's called different things, a pencil brush because it looks like a pencil, or a smudge brush. This is also a natural bristle brush, but it's very dense at the tip. Now this is a rule you want to remember. Darker the color, the denser the brush. And when you do that, you're going to get that good deposit of color, and that's what you're looking for when you're doing a smoky. So just with the steps that we did here, I'm gonna take the same color that I did on my eyelid and smudge that on the bottom lash line. Okay, so you see how like that rounds out the color? Okay, say hi and then go watch TV.
Hi.
Okay, sorry about that. You see how that kind of rounds out the whole shadow effect. Now you can stop here and go for the eyeliner, or we can go a little bit further. So let's go ahead and smoke it out even more. Let's see. I'm gonna do this dark plum color here. So it's kind of purplish. And I'm going to take that on my smudge brush. So you see how that color gets on the brush. This is my densest brush, and see how that color gets deposited on the brush. A common mistake I see girls doing is that they use this brush, this fluffy brush, and they grab the color, and then what happens when you put it on, it goes all over the freaking place. You know why? Because it's the wrong brush. Wrong application. So tools are everything. Okay, so I'm gonna take like a tissue or a cotton pad and just hold it under my eye here so I don't, get it on the bottom, because I'm gonna close my eye and then just take that brush, and it's really easy. It's like you use it like a crayon or a pencil, and you smudge from the outside and just go along the lash line on that small part of your eyelid. Hey girls, thank you to who just joined. We are doing a daytime smoky look. And what I also do with the corner of this brush is, I guess, imagine a little bit of a wedge right here, like a little triangle. And it doesn't pass the crease right here. You can feel your orbital bone. The brush has the perfect shape to just stick in that crease and then move it downward toward your lash line. So let me do that on the other side. It does take practice, and don't be afraid to practice. Like, practice makes perfect. And once you practice it, you'll know your own face and you'll start to feel like you can do this. You can do this in your sleep. Okay, now I'm going to take that color again and smudge it on the bottom lash line. There are some instances where I probably wouldn't do the bottom lash line, like if you have really small eyes. Smudging at the bottom, like, may not be a good idea. I mean, it's hard to explain without a person who has that, for an example. Or if you have a lot of puffiness down here, the color I'm using to outline my eyes down here is not gonna, it's actually gonna bring out the puffiness. So there's certain times that you don't wanna do that. And I also wanna stress that doing a smoky eye, it's supposed to make your eyes kind of like smaller and sultry, not open up. So the look that I'm doing is not meant to open up your eyes. That's kind of like, it's kind of a funny question I get too, because people are like, oh, I want my eyes to look really big, but I want it to be smoky, and then it's like not making any sense. I would go back, there's certain times I would want to go back and take a lighter color and sweep that in the inner corners, like the inner 1/3 of the eye. And you see what I'm doing here? I'm giving my eyelid a nice ombre effect. And I usually do this with a smoky eye because I feel like my eyes are really small. So now I'm widening them from the inside out. I go back and take my blending brush and take that same color and highlight under my eyebrows. And then take that and just sweep inside, like inside by the bridge of your nose. Okay, so that rounds out evenly, and do you see like that light to dark effect? So it's really not hard to do. And if you want a little bit, oh hey Robert, thank you for joining my makeup tutorial. If you have any females who you know will benefit, please do invite them. So today we're talking about eyes. Okay, so I'm taking this color right here. I am doing great. How are you? Okay, so I take that. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'll try to wrap it up because I know people gotta go and eat dinner. Okay, I'm using that plum color and just using the crease in the corner and blend it really, really well. Oh, hey, Katie. Okay, Katie, I set a timer for 25 minutes. I'm like, I know people gotta eat dinner and stuff, so trying to not to make this tutorial too long. But I think, I think we're there. They wanted to see a smoky eye not using black. Smoky does not always mean black, so I love showing how to do a smoky eye with the plums. Yes, baby. So the last thing I'm gonna do is darken my lash line with a liquid liner. This one I'm using Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. And it has this nice, easy felt tip point. Ooh, I messed up there. I know a lot of you said I make it look so easy, but this is practice. Ooh, this is not easy in the phone. Okay, so, well, you can see the difference already, how if I darken one side, that just defines everything and brings it all together. So let me do that on the other side. Adults watch Periscope, kids go TV. I know, my daughter's like been really patient because I told her mommy's gonna work right now, so please not try to ask me for anything, and she's really good about it. Okay, so I'm taking the tip of that pen and lining the bottom as well, which is not as easy to do with the felt tip, but I'll show you a trick that you can do to line your bottom lash. So this is a flat liner brush. It's this one's actually nylon bristles, and I can take the edge of that brush and dip it in a dark color. Let me actually use a dark color shadow. Like, here's a dark almost black. So take that edge of that brush and just press to your lashes and press and wiggle, press and wiggle. This is an easy way and the most natural way to do your eyeliner. This also works on the top the same way. Thank you for whoever gave hearts. I'm gonna assume like you've never seen that before because a lot of people don't know this trick. So that's an easy way. And if you want this liner to appear stronger, now I'm just using my eyeshadow and a flat liner brush. If you want this to appear stronger, you can actually wet the brush with like just a drop of water and just wet the edge like this. Take your shadow and press it into your lash line and like done it, not the flat liner brush. Yep. And I see a lot of people when I teach them, they want to do the brush like this. No, it's like take the concept of brushing out of the brush and you press and wiggle, press and wiggle. And that's a really easy way to darken your lash line, especially if you're going for like the no makeup look around your eyes. So it's really good to darken your lash line with the flat liner brush. So the last thing I would do to complete my look is the mascara. Okay, go play that, baby. I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done. Bend and snap, press and wiggle. Totally, I love it. That's one of my favorite movies, by the way. Miss L. Okay. Before I go, and I know I gotta wrap it up, trying to give myself a time limit. A little tip I showed about how to curl the lashes. Use your hairdryer and put it on hot and heat up your lash curler for about like 10 seconds. You're heating this up like you have a little curling iron. But test it on the back of your hand to make sure it's not too hot. And when you grab as close to the lash as possible, squeeze without grabbing your eyelid and tilt your lash curler up. So a lot of people stop here and you're getting like this curl. But if you squeeze and then tilt, you're helping actually make a C instead of an L. So once you got that down, squeeze and tilt, move it to the middle of your lash, squeeze and tilt, same thing. And if your lashes are long enough, do it at the very end. So that will give you a nice C curl instead of an L. But I always start with a light silky layer, and that helps to hold the curl. So especially for me, because I have stick straight Asian lashes, and they tend to uncurl if I put a heavy mascara right away. So I love Maybelline Great Lash. It's like $6. It's the number one mascara on Allure's Top 100 every single year. I've tried other waterproof mascaras and they don't work as great as this, as that base layer. I would just put one coat of this and then follow that with, let it dry, and follow it with like your mascara that's going to give you that va-va-va-voom, like whether that's volumizing or its length. So, okay, there you go. Let me give you another look at my eyes and how easy that was to do a smoky ombre effect. And thank you so much for watching my scope all about eyes.